Criba, man. Talk to us about your new single that's coming out, man. Know yourself. Know your bomber class self, man. Don't let anybody trick you out your position. Know yourself, man. Especially when you're living in a dunya. Know your bomber class self. I am me.
Still saying it wrong.
Whoa. Know your worth.
Know your worth.
No.
It's the same thing, but
yeah. Criba, talk to us, man.
Know your worth.
Yeah.
I think it just, to be honest, it just touches on the lyrics of the song. Touch on the life, the street life.
I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, like
to what you got to say.
Like, know your worth, you can take it from many different aspects. But where I went was like being in that road life and knowing your worth. Do you know what I'm saying? Are you really worth? Like certain times you break it down, man, and earning less than minimum wage, etc., etc. And I'm like, not in every aspect, not everyone's gonna be the top
100%.
You know, Top Boy gassed a lot of people.
Yeah.
But even before that, it was happening. But yeah, my lyrics touch on that side of thing. But know your worth. I can't wait to hear it as well. It just
man, because it's a powerful sentence. It's a powerful word, innit? Know your worth, innit?
Like
and
like one of the verses, like I said, it just goes on that, and then the second verse is a bit more personal to my story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to spread the
that
positive message.
I love that, man.
And one thing I would say, even about what you just said, for example, I like a man that knows that I'm not like that. Yeah, you know what I mean, yeah, like, and when I'm saying that, I'm saying it in the sense of like let's say, for example, even down to me coming from where man comes from. As much as I thought when I was younger I was this specific someone or whatever the case is, there's people around me that are really like that. There's people around me doing 20 years. There's people because they're really like that. Like, what he said, what? We're going over there now. But you're just thinking, nah, but I didn't really mean it like that. You know? He's like, nah, forget all that. Like, you've told me that you violated. We're going over there. Do you get me? And then he's going to go and sacrifice the whole block, for example, just for the sake of, right, did he talk shit to you?
Yeah.
And then some of us know that I might not be able to do that 30 that you just put yourself in. Do you get what I mean? And one thing I always say to people, Shocka says this to me as well, know yourself. Do you get what I mean as well? Like, even though he was
know your worth.
But know
the
your
tune
worth,
is called Know Your Worth.
But
know yourself.
To me, it's the same thing.
There's a similarity. Know your worth.
Yourself,
then you can actually get to know your worth.
It's knowing your worth.
Big man thing.
It's true.
It's true.
Coming full circle.
Yeah, full circle.
Yeah, like when you.
I'm not gonna lie, that's cold,
It's
man.
dope. It's dope. So when you know yourself, for example, you know your worth. Like, even down to me, I've realized, like, and I think growing up, for example, coming from like an Islamic background and everything, a lot of Muslims, for example, know that there's different types of Muslims, but a lot of people, for example, know that you need different types of people within your circle. You can't have the same person. I can't have 25 goons. I need one person, for example, that's a computer man. I need one person, for example, that's a governor. I need one person, for example, that knows how to drive. I need every single thing within one community, for example, and this makes us.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? That's how I always say. That's how we was always supposed to be anyway.
Yeah.
Like, when I meet people, for example, certain people that I talk to, for example, they're like, "Oh, you're big double S." I'm like, fam, put that to the side. That don't mean nothing to me. What do you bring to the table? If, say, for example, if you're gonna deal or whatever, what do you bring to the table? Alright, cool, you can do this. Alright, cool, let's make it make sense. Do you get what I mean? But because I know what I bring to the table, for example, I might not be able to do what you could do. Do you get what I mean? But if I can know what you do, for example, and then we have the exchange of conversation or whatever the case is, and it makes sense, we can bring this together, for example, to make it bigger. So that's both of us knowing our worth and adding that worth together
for real
to make it bigger. You know what I mean?
How about you, Shocks?
What was the question?
Like, obviously, I was just talking to Criba about his tune that's gonna drop about not knowing your worth, innit? Like, how about you? Where do you stand with that in terms of like somebody or knowing their worth or knowing yourself? How important is that moving forward for anyone?
They said it. I have nothing else to add on to that. I can add on to it, but
I'll just be
saying, they said it. They said it. I think what Double said is right.
Yeah.
From your aware of yourself, then the self-worth is going to come straight after that.
Yeah.
It has to follow.
It's true. On a deeper one as well, I kind of feel like I've even kind of got to a point in life where I think, don't be scared. Like, I can never look at Shocka's thing and think, well, I can't do that. So whatever the case is, fam. Shocka, the fact Shocka can do it and me and him is in the same vicinity, that's all that matters, fam.
Cheers on that, man.
Do you know what I mean? That's all that matters. Because at the end of the day,
I call that pure inspiration.
It's facts. He's made it easier for me not to do his role. And then I've made it easier on him not to do my role. And then if we bring that together, it's the same, to me, it's the same body, if that makes sense, when we link that together properly. You feel me?
I'll tell you, not even you three, something like on camera or whatever. That's why, obviously, we've got people that hate,
Yeah,
and we've
course.
got people that don't hate, people that get inspired, innit?
course, yeah.
That's why, obviously, partly because wherever the family
I
I'm from,
couldn't do
whatever.
what another
But
person could do, yeah.
one of the reasons why I could never hate, bro, yeah, is because, bro, I don't know how even hating means. All I do, when you look at someone that's doing better, yeah, all I do is that, like you said, if I look at someone, even if I don't know them and they're strangers, if we're all humans at the end of the day, I can just look at someone in America or somewhere. Yeah. If I see Chunks, feel all of these people link up TV, Rashid, my Uganda brother, and I'm like, bro, rather than hating on somebody, I could just see, like you said, if I look at you and I'm like, bro, from time, we're all human. From time you can do it, yeah? Bro, I can do it as well. It might take long or whatever, but from time you're showing me that you can do it, of course I can do it as well.
Instead of jealousy, you see inspiration.
Exactly that. Because I'm thinking, bro, all of us are humans. End of the day, all of us, some of us even come from similar backgrounds, for fuck's sake. You get what I'm saying? So,
especially
for me, it's literally, I see inspiration in people rather than...
Jealousy can be a good thing in certain, if you like certain times back in the day.
Interesting.
Same man I got this is how I used to think.
Interesting.
I got a new rollie, I'd be like, bruv, I'm jealous, fam. I'm jealous. You know, that kind of thing. But like,
I'll change the jealousy to inspired.
But I think
I'm inspired to go hard and
I suppose it isn't jealousy. I suppose it is inspiration.
Yeah, because this is.
I look at it. It's
all
like
perspective.
Everything.
It's all
But jealousy can also, if you don't know what your purpose is,
bingo.
Jealousy can help you find it.
Bingo.
Because like, why am I jealous?
You don't know who you are.
Yeah,
you don't know your self-worth. You're frustrated.
I must like that.
You get me? And you're looking at other people thinking,
if I don't know what I want to do in life,
exactly.
but I'm always commenting on the pages of people that's doing comedy skits.
Yeah.
I need to explore that. You know what I mean? Everyone's doing everything. Why am I coming here to... I must like this.
Yeah.
But people don't look at it like that though. But that can actually be an arrow into direction of your passions. You might not know that. Because you don't just get... You don't... Like, and I mean this in no disrespect, but like...
You don't get jealous for no reason.
Yeah, you don't walk past a homeless man and envy.
True.
And start trying to take his cup or like... Why are you jealous of the guy with the Rolex and the... You know what I mean? You must like those things.
Yeah.
There's someone else that saw the guy in the Rolex and wasn't bothered at all. No, Rolex, I hate watches. But it still comes back to being self-aware.
By the way, I don't like watches as well.
I mean, it still comes back to being self-aware. Being self-aware is everything. It's basically a vision as well. It's like a vision of yourself.
Yeah.
That I mean, you're aware of all the stuff you like and don't like.
For me, it's a lot of the ego versus soul.
Yeah.
And my younger self was a lot ego-driven and ego... Like, you know what I mean? As I've got older and the journey, you know what I mean?
Because, man, we literally live in a fucked up world where we can actually have, once again, I always like to say 1 and 2, yeah? We can have one person who actually strives off jealousy and envy, that you got a twisted motherfucker who just did fucking can do that? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking, like, you got certain people for whatever reason, because human beings are very complex, but at the same time, some mad people, yeah? We're mad the way we operate some people. Some people strive off jealousy and actually envy. It gets them going. And some people, like we say, they get inspired of what other people do. You can't say so. People that get jealous or like envy other people, do you think there's a little bit of, like we said, like maybe they haven't found a purpose, or there's a little bit of insecure or whatever? You going to say like what causes certain people to be? You going to say?
I think they're ignorant in that. What I was saying before about the knowledge and the ignorance, like that's what I think life is now. It's knowledge versus ignorance. That's the last war. You know how we had World War I, World War II? I think the last war we've got... I think that because the last war we have now is knowledge versus ignorance. It's either you're operating in knowledge or you're operating in ignorance. When you see someone like Jay-Z or Bill Gates, you can tell... And
I'll be on a second.
This is the decider. The person's results will show you what they're operating in, whether it's knowledge or ignorance. Someone goes out and just starts stabbing people. The result, the action they're doing lets you know he's operating in ignorance. That's the ignorant thing. You don't just wake up, you know what I mean? Then when you see someone killing it, you know they're operating in some form of knowledge. You might not know what the knowledge is because you haven't spoken to them yet. Say someone like Sench, for example, killing it. We don't know what knowledge he knows, but if we sit down and talk to him in his manager, we'll be like, oh, that's your, what's going on, bro? You good? Yeah. We'd be like,
good, my bro.
We'd be like, that's your, that I mean, game plan and like, because of the results. I think that's the last war. That's the final war, and it's ending because we're in the information age. So we're trying to. I think this age is basically trying to help everyone that is normally an ignorant person to say, yo, you need to get on that side.
Yeah, we're trying to give them game, yeah.
Yeah, like that's why stuff like this. And there's information everywhere now.
Yeah.
Just to balance out the scales. Because it was unfair for a long time. That's what the Freemasons and they had all the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just watching everyone, it's just unfair.
Yeah.
Everyone,
But now it's balancing out now.
Yeah.
Well,
Depends where you look and how you're entwined, though. I think because if you're still ignorant, you're taking ignorance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what you said about with the knowledge versus ignorance. Yeah, it's scary because I heard something recently that China owned TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Now China's TikTok, all of their young people are fed with the algorithms of like learning, structure, engineering, things that are going.
That makes sense.
And all of us,
we get mad.
It's the mad stuff.
We're getting the madness.
All the banter. All the banter.
stupidity. So he said that
we get all the banter and all the light work.
And ignorance.
That's the final war. That's the last war, bro.
Yeah, the war of the mind. Yeah.
That's the last one.
Yeah.
No, literally.
That's the last one. And like, yeah, I looked at it. I looked at the one and I thought, yo, this is the last one.
Cheers, my brother.
It's like, it's either you're on the enlightened side or you're on the ignorant side. And the thing that's good about it is that you can switch over at any time. Nothing's stopping you.
Another thing I would say on that, is I've got to a point where even down to like, I think we're just grown kids.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the time, for example, you'll have people, for example, like adults, kids, rare, this and that. Fam, I've seen adults, for example, that move mentally younger than me.
Yeah.
You know
Say
I mean?
that again.
I've seen adults that move mentally younger than me. So I think all
Age is just a number, for real.
If on a deeper one, I don't even think there's a thing. There shouldn't be kids and adults and rare, this and that. Obviously, for the sake of society, because we all think on different terms and scales and whatever the case is.
Yeah.
So for the sake of that, for example, you have to put that in place. But realistically, some of us are just grown kids. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. And the more I've kind of even deep that, for example, I've said to myself, alright, cool. When I've kind of assessed that, for example, for myself, because I think I took like a year, I would say the last year, just having time to myself, for example, just trying to understand me. Because I think I've taken, especially social media and everything, I've taken too much of social media in, for example, to make me think this is cool. It's not. Specific things, for example, it's there, it's not cool though. Do you get what I mean? And I've had to say to myself, the discipline thing, for example, where I've had to discipline myself, for example, and say, alright, cool, this is what I want for myself when I'm 50. This is what I want for myself when I'm 40. This is what I want for myself at this time. When I have kids, for example, this is what I'm going to do in rare, this and that. Yeah. Society makes you think different, which I get, for example, but at the same time, it might not be the betterment for my next generation. Do you get what I mean? So I have to basically say to myself, I have to be very conscious about what I allow in my space and what I allow my subconscious as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Guys, I wanna on conclusion to this conversation, yeah. Once again, I just want to say, Shocks, honestly, Shocks, Criba, Dubs, like always, thank you so much, guys, for making time. Honestly, I really appreciate it, man. You get me?
Nice.
Thank you as well.
It's an honor, bro.
You get me?
I'll be real. It's an honor.
Love, genuine, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Like I always said to everybody that I sit down with, like time is the most valuable thing you could give anyone. Fuck money. We all need money, but money, whatever, it comes and goes. You get me?
Don't play
so
with time,
man. Thank you guys for your time, man. Honestly, once again, I really appreciate it, man. Like one of the last two things that I wanted to touch on today is obviously, usually, again, like I say, like I don't talk about certain people in it, but with this one, I feel like he's been putting in so much. Again, it's music, Corey.
Of course,
He's been putting in music. He's been putting in work for so many years, and I'll keep it real. I was one of them people that one of them people that I got to a point, and I said to myself, you know what? Nah, it's light work. What he's doing. You know, sometimes when certain people like they could make something like look so easy, but realistically, it's because the work they're putting and they make it look easy. Exactly. You know, DJ Khaled. Yeah. God did. They didn't want us to win.
But God did. He's my favorite.
They didn't believe in us. But God did.
He's my favorite human being.
Honestly, I swear, wallahi, guys, you get. One time when I sat there like a couple of years ago, I sit down. Obviously, he puts like a lot of like dope people together. Like he gives us these mad tunes. But if you're a consumer, sometimes you can just be in your yard and you can be like, you know what? It's easy what he does, man. He's big. All he does is he gets these people on the song, whatever, and he gets hits. But realistically, like it's dawned on me, and I'm thinking, nah, man.
Yeah. Sorry to stop you.
No, go on.
Mayweather said, it looks like you can fight me until you step in the ring.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Yeah. So it's a different kind of thing, for example, until you're in it.
Yeah, man.
Even down to me, I'm gonna be real. Ask Shocks. Like I feel myself, Father Leaning. You know what I mean?
Of course, you need to feel yourself before anyone out there.
The person I get that energy from is Khaled. Do you get what I mean? Khaled is one person, and I think this is just an American thing. I think UK, I don't know, we're a bit different.
Yeah.
But US, for example, how they feel is what they show you.
Yeah.
That's one thing I love about them.
That's why when I bring some of that
over
vibe
here,
back
for
here,
example,
just mix it up a bit.
They-
Yeah.
Bro, why?
And that's the way it should be, to be fair with you.
You
Like,
should never,
Yeah.
It's like
like,
that freedom to express yourself.
bingo.
exactly.
Literally,
So when,
bingo.
say, for
It's literally
example, with
that, yeah.
Khaled, for example, Khaled
Yeah.
says exactly how he feels every moment in time.
Yeah.
If he feel like, I could tell, I'm going to be honest. Obviously, you know me, I assess people's
course.
stories and whatever the case is, yeah?
Of course, man.
Khaled is one of them guys. Obviously, he had a bad situation. I'm not going to say too tough on it, but he had a bad situation with his previous manager or whatever the case is. So when he started doing his thing, for example, and things started making sense, he really showed appreciation to God.
Yeah.
But I could tell that was
Okay.
his intention from the jump anyway.
Okay.
So when you're just seeing it, for example, when he's like, 3 milli, do you get what I mean? Yeah, he's always wanted to be like that.
Yeah.
He's always wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh, shocks.
Yeah.
I feel myself to death.
Yeah.
I
Come
just
on,
need
man.
I just need the 3 milli
Yeah.
to really tell you how I really feel. You know what I mean?
And you feel bossy.
Yeah.
to tell you how
I feel bossy now. You get me? But before the 3 milli.
Yeah.
But Khaled
Yeah.
showed me, oh, that's the. You
Yeah.
get me?
Yeah.
So for me, even down to Khaled, for example, remember,
Yeah.
Khaled don't spit bars. He don't read. He's just the energy. He's a vibe. He's a rare this and that.
That's the key word there. He's just an,
And he
he's an energy.
appreciates.
Yeah.
You see someone like Khaled, one thing I give about his albums are appreciation to God. Let's be real. On a deeper one, his albums are appreciation to God on top here, and he's bringing all the artists together. Bro, what this dude's doing here?
But artists and logistics don't mix.
What do you mean?
I mean, trying to, like you're saying, he's bringing all these artists
Yeah.
together. It ain't easy.
No, but he's making it easy.
Yeah, it's not easy. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I only feel like he's making it easy.
It's not easy, but he makes it look easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's only making it look easy. Remember, what did they call him? What was Michael Jackson's?
Quincy.
Yeah. He's the Quincy of rap.
Yeah.
So when they
This
say,
generation.
yeah, of this generation.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to, say, for example, bringing people together and whatever the case is, and putting people in one kind of space, for example, making people understand and rare this and that, Khaled does that the best.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like, Khaled's one of them guys, for example, you can have Khaled potentially, you can have beef with an artist.
Yeah.
He'll bring you in the room and say, you lot, just chill, whatever the case is, get this
Yeah.
bread ready. And then you lot will squash the beef there and then.
Yeah.
Because of how he conducts himself, he shows you the route.
You see what I said to you earlier about not hating and just being inspired instead, yeah? You see, once again, you see what Khaled reminds me of as a person. If I look at Khaled again, yeah, I just look at somebody that's been in the lab for so long. Like as a scientist, someone has been in the lab for so long and he's got his fucking winning formula on smash. And no matter what anyone's saying, that's why, like he said, he can come and tell you. You know, one thing that really made me even think, I saw an interview like 2 days ago, yeah? Complex, when he was speaking in his house, was speaking to some guy from Complex, yeah?
And you see that.
Like, you see generally, you see when somebody has been doing something for so long, yeah, and he's actually like, you can actually see, I don't know if he's a good actor or not, but in his eyes, you can actually see it in his eyes, being disappointed, like, actually, they still doubt me.
No, that's
After,
acting.
like,
Exactly.
Yeah, now go ahead. What you don't think? Do you think that's like,
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie, if that's acting, yeah, bro, you can actually see in his eyes, like,
It's him as
they
well.
believe, they
When I
didn't
think
believe.
He's just over exaggerating.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
He's over exaggerating. But
You're gonna make me cry.
it's him.
You're gonna make me cry, bro.
that's
Man,
what-
man putting
but
in
again-
work for so many years and he still don't believe. I get
Again,
you,
though,
DJ.
what I was saying about
Was he
what I was
acting?
saying about the timing and the timing, yeah,
It's like
Yeah.
taking the piss almost. Like.
came in at a
Okay,
time where,
he got-
like,
I'm not gonna lie, he
social
got
media
me.
Like, it
allowed
hurts
him.
my heart.
Yeah, you hurt
You know
me.
what I mean? To show his
Why you doing
social
that,
media
man?
allowed him to show
Yeah.
his
Yeah, that's what I'm
personality.
saying.
Yeah,
Imagine that was
but I
in
felt it.
2000. Imagine he did in
true,
2012,
Yeah, but, yeah.
where we can only see that on the MTV News of him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We can see it nowadays.
We saw he had Snapchat. Remember
Yeah.
he blew off Snapchat?
Yeah.
We're seeing it every day.
Chef is like, he hurt my heart.
Stay away
Bro,
from
he
there.
touched me. I wanted to
God
cry.
did,
Like,
and I'm, you know what I
She's
mean? Like,
such a-
every day,
yeah,
and it
good.
became
It's-
so the timing. I can't. That's one thing we don't control. That's
Yeah.
what I'm starting to. That's
Yeah.
the timing part. We don't like. He came when there was like Snapchat.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Then he
know
jumped on it.
that
and
shit took his thing from like
No, but you
hair
know what?
to like.
to the whole next level.
Do you know why
Yeah,
Shocka's
yeah,
not even lying?
Yeah.
I've got this one video in my phone, and when I put it up, me and Shocka talk about it,
Yeah.
And it's a video I remember I was going through so much, and then I think it was Eid, and I was like, they tried to play with one of Allah's lot, you know.
Yeah, okay.
And then I was like, the mirror, they tried to play with me, and I don't know, and I'm one of Allah's lot, you get me?
Yeah.
But the reason I love that video is because that's a moment in time, for example, that as much as I was going through specific things, Eid come about, and then at the same time, for example, I captured a moment.
Let's shoot to that.
You know what I mean?
Obviously, we drink about let's shoot to that.
I captured a moment. You get what I mean? Yeah. So my logic is this: Khaled just captures every moment.
But this is where self-awareness comes into it, because Khaled took, you know, that moment that he had.
He took it and made it live.
Yeah.
Double just did that one moment.
Bro, I'm him, you know.
But
You get me? It's facts.
He's things
made
every
content.
day.
He made content.
He thinks every
made that-
day. He made it a
He made
brand.
himself a brand.
Exactly.
Yeah, he
He made
made
himself a brand.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, he
But
made
like-
a brand.
Like even what you said to me, like in terms of like the subconscious and the conscious mind, like you said to me, if your subconscious is used to a certain thing, in terms of for you, if you want to reprogram your subconscious mind, like what did you call it? That you need to do it every day.
Yeah, he did it.
Until your
And
subconscious
he had
mind
the
gets
right,
used to. You know
he
what?
had the
This
right
is the
media to- we've got Insta story.
Bro, Khaled said,
Yeah.
I think where was he at? BT's.
God did.
No.
Katonda did. That's how you say God in my language.
Fam, Khaled said, they've asked him, who have I got here? Who have I got here? Remember my man with the clothes, innit? Yeah? He's like the biggest. Straight away, he lets you know who he is.
He actually said the
From
biggest.
Jump from he's like the biggest.
Yeah.
He's like, how much did you get that chain? He's like,
The biggest.
God did. Remember, it's priceless. That's
Yeah.
why he's saying God did.
Yeah. Okay.
Bro, stop playing with Khaled. He
Yeah.
knows exactly.
I'm not gonna
what
lie,
he's
like
doing.
like what you are saying, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. He literally got me. I don't know if he, like you are saying, marketing wise, he's probably doing it for like promotion, but he looked like he was actually hurt. Like after everything I done all of these years, they still ain't believing.
No, but Khaled showed me.
Can you believe it?
Khaled is a
He made me wanna cry. Like,
But it's a brand.
feel you, Khaled.
He's a brand song on his story.
He has to, yeah.
So it's like,
yeah.
this is the entertainment part of it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Khaled for me, showed me a double. Stop being apologetic for how you
be
feel.
unapologetic yourself. It's
Yeah,
true.
like because I remember
That's why people relate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I always say? Where I went wrong, yeah.
Yeah.
Awestruck, I feel myself. I don't even think I can explain it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You don't need to explain it, bro.
Nah, I
Yeah,
have
it needs
to.
it needs to be felt.
I say that. Thanks.
Yeah, it needs to be
God
felt.
did.
If you're explaining-
Katonda did.
That did. I'm gonna switch it up. That's my new one.
It's like what he said just now. He said when he
Yeah.
saw the Khaled thing,
Yeah.
he felt like
Yeah, I
my man was really upset.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'll keep it real, bro. Genuinely. That's why I'm like, yeah. He made me reflect. He made me feel like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. If this was easy, that's what I said to you at the beginning.
Yeah.
If this was easy, like sometimes people like see footballers or people like quality people make something so difficult look easy because they've worked on it over time. And I just looked and I thought, yeah, like if really like if this was easy, like to put a lot of artists on
do it.
different. Other DJs, Charlie Sloth would be doing it for fuck's sake. And Charlie Sloth is my nigga, but people like Charlie Sloth and other DJs will be doing it as well. Do you get what I'm saying? So my thing is like literally, yeah, like
I think social media allows you to amplify your strengths. There's a girl I follow that she just does kick ups, and do you not know her? You might know her. She's got millions of
I know who you're
followers.
talking
She nutmegs people.
I think
Is she Somali?
I've seen it.
Is she who?
Nah,
is she Somali?
She's not Somali. She's
black
like
girl.
no. Who?
There's two that I watch. There's a black one and a white one that I watch.
No, the one I watch. She's like Turkish. She looks like she's
I
like
think
one of them.
might be
Okay,
the
Turkish or like
same girl.
one
And
of
now
the
I
Eastern
see her
Europeans.
with like.
She's always not making people.
Yeah, she's
sent-
taking it to like Cristiano or like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she stayed in that lane, but like,
The more you put
that
out
was
of
her
yourself,
thing, was
it
like
always gonna-
nutmegging people.
Yeah.
But when I say social media allows you to amplify your
Amplify.
strengths, it's because it's like your own TV show and it's unlimited. It's not even like you only get 100 posts.
Yeah.
You
can get any
It's infinite amount of posts.
infinite posts,
So
yeah.
that means, yeah, you can
unlimited.
show your thing every day. 4 times a day if you want to. You can piss people off.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
It's true.
So if you're
You're meant
if
to.
you're good at like hula hooping,
Yeah, it's true.
bro, you can show that off, and
Bro.
people that like hula hooping will find you, and that'll be your thing.
Yeah, your
like,
pan, yeah.
bro, there's a screwdriver page I saw with
Screwdriver.
100,000 followers.
Fuck off. 1 second.
Obviously, I don't follow the page because I don't like.
Yeah.
But like,
1
there's
second.
comments saying like, oh, there's comments saying, oh, the
What about the egg?
Hold on, bro.
Oh, that had like.
This is gonna be our last
most
topic.
followers.
This is gonna be our last
more
topic.
followers than Kim K.
Do you know what I mean?
The egg. Do you know what I'm saying?
I
What?
ain't seen it yet.
What?
They was pissed off that Kim K had
Yeah.
the most followers.
Yeah.
Oh, Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah.
So they made a profile,
Yeah.
put egg as the profile picture, posted one picture, an egg, and
And
said,
then-
we need to get this egg bigger than Kim K.
No.
And,
Yeah.
and they done it.
I think Instagram is playing games. You know. The hell?
Yeah, they done it. Still.
But
I'm gonna track
there's
talent. man.
another
Me and my
profile.
exact same person.
what you
fam.
doing,